One, two, three. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to CSUF's Sales Leadership Center podcast. My name is Mariana Barajas, and I am actually the president of the Sales Leadership Center. And I have with me today co-host. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi guys, I'm Andrew Serrano. I'm the Vice President of External Affairs for the Sales Leadership Center.
And in today's episode, we sit down with a fellow Titan who is involved in another student organization, student business organization on campus. And we have with us today Sergio Alvarado, representing the Latino Business Student Association, and which is also known as LBSA.
Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here.
Excited to have you on here, man.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a quick thing or two about yourself, just so we know you a little better?
Yeah, of course. I am a second-year business major with a concentration in marketing. I am currently the Director of Recruitment and Retention for the Latino Business Student Organization, and I'm just really excited to be here.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah. So before we get into everything, and we want to have some fun and kind of have like an icebreaker to begin with. So to start us off, I would want to know, Sergio, are you a morning person or a night person?
I am definitely a night person. It takes me a little bit to get started in the mornings, and it's not fun. But like once I get going, especially towards the end of the night, I just have like so much energy still. So I definitely get a lot of stuff done at night.
Awesome. I know we were kind of talking before, but what is your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby is honestly playing video games with my roommates. We play FIFA a lot, and we just have a good time, us four. And it's the best, honestly, because we just mess around, and it's a good time.
I actually never played that game, but I've seen like my brother play that before. So
it's really fun, honestly.
Yeah. It's competitive.
It's really competitive.
I've heard him like on his game set. He's like, oh my gosh.
But that's what makes it fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's one of those games where like I'm not even that big into soccer, but I'll play just because the controls are the same every year, basically, except for a few minor things they touch up. And you get to play as their favorite team, and the trash talk that goes back and forth, it's just a great time.
Definitely. It's so much fun.
And then people will watch and just like, really, you made that mistake? And then you're like, damn. So it's a fun time.
Definitely.
Awesome. And what is one thing that just annoys you the most?
One thing that annoys me the most is traffic. Honestly, when traffic, that is really annoying sometimes. I just feel like sometimes everyone just drives really slow, especially like
maybe you're driving too fast.
maybe yeah, hopefully not. I don't think so. I usually tend to stay within the limit, but sometimes I feel like maybe we should all pick up the pace just a little bit.
I feel I've been like practicing my driving because I don't have my license yet, but I feel like I'm driving too fast sometimes, and who knows, maybe that's gonna be me driving too slow.
Yeah, honestly, it's probably you driving a little bit slow, really. That's how I was when I first started to learn how to drive. I would always drive really slow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what? Hopefully I'll get my license.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
All right, so I'll pass it down to Andrew.
Yeah, I got a few questions myself, man. So I'd say, what is like your favorite thing within like your own family? Like, you have a special like story from someone in your family or anything that is unique about that?
Favorite thing from within my family?
Someone in your family.
I would probably say my favorite we don't really have like a thing, like a tradition or anything like that, but my favorite person is my mom, honestly. She's the reason why I do everything that I do. She's always like my support, and a great person, and yeah, she is my favorite person in my family. And everything she does, honestly, I just love her so much.
Oh.
Heart.
That hurts.
Yeah, and is there like a weird quirk you have or anything like unique along those lines either?
I like to drink extra pulp orange juice. My roommates think I'm really weird for that, but
I've never heard that one.
I go out of my way to find the extra pulp orange juice because I just think it adds like texture and it's just really good. My roommates don't like it at all, and my girlfriend doesn't either. She thinks it's really weird, but I recommend you give it a try.
Don't worry, that's my brother too.
Yeah, it's so good. It makes it taste even fresher, in my opinion, to be honest, because like the orange, like the pulp is just in there.
Yeah, it's like you're just literally drinking an orange with
that's why I like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. And can you describe yourself in 3 words without saying extra pulp, please?
Yeah, of course. 3 words. I would say I am friendly, I am eager, and I am determined.
Ooh, that's determined. That's cool. Like how you could trace that back to the mother too, just because.
Yeah, honestly,
they really do instill that work ethic in you.
Yeah, definitely. I saw my mom work so hard to raise my brother and I that her work ethic stuck with me, and that is my determination to always just like work better and do better for myself so that I can give back to her and thank her for all of the stuff she's done for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we have a guest in the back right there.
Or? Oh yeah, that was my roommate there. Yeah.
And the little dog too. I love it.
The mastermind. Yeah, the mastermind behind like this amazing wine stuff. That was all.
That's funny.
That's dope.
Yeah, back to the work ethic thing. I would say just because of my mom, I noticed this with my friends. They say like, "Hey, do you want to go out like Saturday mornings?" I'm like, "What do you mean? That's for cleaning."
Yeah,
like,
really.
You just play like old like Mexican music, and like that was me from like to this day.
That is me now. Honestly, my favorite thing to do is that.
And I think I'll pass it off over to Miranda.
Okay. So Sergio, essentially, we want to help spotlight other organizations who have a similar mission in providing resources to all students, such as professional development, career opportunities, and even ways for networking events. So that's the whole purpose of us meeting with you today and the whole podcast. Andrew can start us off with some of the questions that we would love to ask you in LBSA.
Sounds great.
And obviously, like you're in LBSA. I just want to know like how long you've been in LBSA and like how'd you get started with them?
This is barely my 2nd year in LBSA. I joined my freshman year. From the very beginning, I knew that I didn't come to college to play. I am like I said, determined. So I know that I needed a place that would help me find the connections, help me develop myself as a person. So that's why I didn't waste any time in that first semester of college. I went out for Discover Fest and I found LBSA, and ever since then I've been with the club.
Nice. You seem to be more of like a go-getter. Would you say you're more introverted or extroverted?
I am my personal, I honestly like to be alone, but I know that networking is really important. So I am more of an extrovert person. Honestly, I like meeting new people. I like going new places, just being out there,
Yeah, definitely. That's similar to myself too, because there's like a switch in me where I can turn it on and turn it off. But
exactly.
One day when I come home, I want to be alone. I want to recharge, and then I can like be okay the next day.
Definitely, that's definitely how I operate too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Miranda and I talked about this like years ago. How when we were first like started in college, because I don't know if you know this, but we joined the Sales Leadership Center from like the same recruiting presentation. We were in the same class, and back then we were really quiet and like to ourselves. And then through the center, we got really involved and just started networking a lot better. So I'll just say, how would you say like LBSA has helped you with like networking and reaching out to other groups from just like being a freshman in college, not knowing anyone, to like I'd imagine having like an established like friend group and like familia, as you call it?
Yeah. So LBSA helped me LBSA helped me grow my network in various ways. we have deep connections. We've been around for a long time, so we have alumni from like tons of alumni. We have alumni. Currently, we have an alumni who graduated in 2010, who is one of our advisors. So LBSA allowed me to connect with other students who have graduated and are in the business world, as well as other organizations on campus. I know that we have ties with BICC, MESA, Hermanos, and we also have connections with other organizations outside of CSUF and at other institutions. We have great connections with the chapter at Cal State Long Beach, at Cal State LA, at Cal State Northridge. We recently had an event with an organization at the University of Arizona, and it was a huge collaboration with other schools. But it was because of LBSA that I was able to attend events like this and expand my network.
It's awesome to hear. Like, I was a part of LBSA, say from 2019 to 2020, like the first semester, and I think Miranda's involved in it now. And I can like attest, everything you're saying is true. It very much is like a coherent group, and even if they don't know you that well, it's always welcome. And like very much like a warm environment.
Yeah, definitely. It is a little different now that we're online, but when we're in person, we would have members from other chapters from other schools or other organizations drop in at our meetings. We would also have like alumni drop in at our meetings. So it was definitely really easy to network with somebody, because we always shout out if we have like a guest in our audience, and it was really easy to go up to somebody and say, oh, you're an alumni who graduated like 2 years ago, and just start up a conversation like that.
Mm-hmm. And I really miss those meetings, those in person.
Me too.
I would go all the time with Matthew. How do you, I don't want to say his name, but his last name.
VP of Finance.
Yeah. He was the one that introduced me to LBSA, so I would often go with him, and I loved it. I had a great time with your events that you would host at the Titan Center. It was fun.
Yeah, me too. It was honestly something I missed a lot and look forward to hopefully next semester.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's exciting. So like you seem like pretty invested so far. So it's like, would you say that's what like led you to taking this position on, or like what led you to becoming the VP of Retention and Recruitment?
From the first semester, after experiencing LBSA, I really grew very fond of it, and I felt really encouraged by our mission, and I knew that I wanted to help develop myself, and I knew that becoming Director of Recruitment and Retention would be a way for me to gain some valuable experience professionally and educationally.
Oh, thank you, man. And then you mentioned the mission briefly too. Can you like elaborate more on that?
Yeah, so LBSA's main mission is to help promote the advancement of students' careers as well as their professional careers. And we do that by making it easy for them to network, by providing leadership promotion. So like the vice president from last year reached out to me and said, hey, you're a great person who would be someone really well qualified to be the director of recruitment and retention. So we do that for all of our members. We always keep an eye out for people who we think would be great leaders, and when it's time for us to move forward from our positions, we always look at our members, and we have tons of great people who would be really well successors to our positions.
That is really cool to see like the network and how they like helped you grow into it too. They didn't just throw you into the fire. They like, hey, we're going to support you as well on the way up.
Yeah, that's what they did to me, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I wanted to be a leader, so I could do the same thing to other members.
Miranda, you want to take it over for a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So Sergio, how has your experience with LBSA benefited you?
I would say that LBSA has really taught me a lot of things about the professional world as well as college life. I would say that I am a lot better prepared for what's to come in the future. I know that I'm still young and early in my college career, but LBSA has really prepared me, because we have tons of recruiters and corporate speakers that come talk to us, and they share some insight with us on how to make yourself stand out, how to make yourself hireable, after college. So I think that LBSA has taught me how to better my resume, better my interviewing skills, how to make myself stand out more, and also what to do when college life gets hard. So places to go for help, people to reach out to.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
And so where do you think you would be if you had not known or have even joined LBSA?
I think that I would be lost. They're not sure on what path to take, because my goal is to get a job as soon as possible after I graduate. So I think that without LBSA, I would be just kind of in the dark about how to improve my resume, how to market myself better to recruiters, how to stand out at recruiting events, and also what I want to do with my life. I wouldn't know, because we have tons of corporate speakers who work different areas in their company. So we have HR directors, we have people who are in charge just different parts of like the company. So we get to meet like a lot of people, and they talk to us about their careers, and I talk to people who are in marketing and stuff, and that has really helped me decide on what I want to do with my future by hearing the experiences of others. So without OBSA, I would definitely be lost.
Oh, yeah, I kind of feel that way with the Sales Leadership Center. Like, someone asked me that like a year ago, and I was like, I kind of like really thought about it, and I was like, I really don't know where I would be.
Yeah, really,
probably,
that's where.
Yeah, just like probably just doing my classes, but I probably would not have gotten so much of like personal growth. I would have still
I
been
agree.
kind of like in my own shell. But
especially since it's more of a commuter school, and now since everything's Zoom, everything's just a screen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Having this is so much more valuable, because when I talk to people who are just in classes and versus people who are in organizations, whether it's SLC or LBSA, you could tell the difference night and day, just on like the people's willingness to go out and meet other people versus people who are just kind of closed off and going into their own lane.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Being part of an organization has definitely made this online education a lot easier. I'm thankful that I can still network every single week. When we have our meetings, we different people will always come to our meetings, and I'm just glad that I can still have this networking opportunity despite us being online and off campus.
Yeah, it truly is like one of the, like, it feels like we're spoiled a little bit and we don't realize it. In that,
yeah,
for recruiters, they'll just look at them with fear, and like for us, we kind of know them by the first name basis now.
Yeah, I agree.
It's such a like invaluable skill, and then you start like to see them more just another person rather than this like almighty figure in your head, and then it really just breaks down that barrier. So in an interview, you're so much more comfortable than how you normally would be.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
Just for me,
I
anyways.
agree.
And I know you kind of touched on it right now, but would you say joining a business organization is something all students should do, whether it be LBSA or the SLC?
Yes, I 100% would encourage all Fullerton students to join any kind of organization, whether it be business or something more related to their major. I think that networking is such an invaluable asset. And I also think that college flies by really fast. So it's really important to make the most out of the time that you spend here. So joining an organization will help you in so many ways. And on top of the professional benefits, it's really fun. It's a really great way to meet new people, and it gives you things to do. So I would definitely encourage everyone to go out and join an organization.
Yes, definitely. And I can really like agree with that, because before even joining like LBSA or the Sales Leadership Center, I was kind of alone. Like I was always like in class thinking, man, why doesn't anyone talk to one another? And it was really hard to make friends. But after joining an organization, it kind of just pushes you a little bit to put yourself out there, and yeah, you get to meet those new people and make those connections. And it's really great to have, because you're just like, wow, I have some people to talk to.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially right now, yeah. How would an interested student become involved or join the LBSA Familia?
Anyone interested in joining LBSA, you can simply just either reach out to me or any of our board members. We have an active Instagram account that you can always DM with any questions. You can reach out to me and I can give you my details if you like, so you can put it out there. We're honestly super friendly, so if anybody has any questions or is interested, just come talk to us and we'll definitely help you out.
Awesome, thank you.
You're
So Sergio, do you have any other like concluding thoughts or any events you want to promote right now or anything like that?
Yes, at LBSA we are getting ready to host a pretty major event, which is the leadership development. That will be this Saturday, the 13th. It is going to be an amazing event filled with many great speakers and many great topics. It'll be a great place to go and learn a little bit about how to grow as a leader.
Awesome. So
thank you, man. And how could we find this event?
Yes.
It is, keep an eye out on our Instagram account, because that is where we post the majority of our flyers with all the updated information on them.
All right. And what's that that handle? Is it just LBSA CSUF?
LBSA CSUF?
Yes, correct.
Right,
LBSA CSUF.
Look out for the flyer. There's always one.
Yeah, as we get closer to it, we're gonna have a countdown on it on our page. So keep a lookout for that.
Yeah, but I also do want to add, every time I see you guys post on your Instagram, I want to give a shout out to the marketing team or whoever is creating those flyers and just like updating us about stuff. You guys do a really good job.
Thank you.
I remember when this whole transition happened from in-person to online, LBSA was kind of killing it with like the social media. I remember, I'm not sure if you did one, I think it was you, but you did like a TikTok. You guys were doing TikToks, and I thought they were so funny.
Yeah, at LBSA, community engagement with our members is super important, and being online, it's been really difficult for us. So any way that we can just interact with our members, we love to do it, and we'll of course always do it. So those TikToks, we knew that our members would enjoy that, so that's why we did it.
Yeah, keep it up, because like I love watching your stories. They're just so entertaining.
Yeah, honestly, we have tons of really creative people on our board who go bring new ideas to the table. So always be like, we always have stuff in the works.
Awesome. Okay, Sergio, so thank you so much for being the first ever organization to spotlight. It was so great to have you on here today. Thank
you guys for having me here. I really appreciate it. I had tons of fun.
All right. Anything else, Andrew?
That's good on my end, man. Just thanks for being on. Excited to meet you. And that event is very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
March 13th. Yeah. Look at the LBSA Instagram. You'll find it there.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, dude.
All right. Thank you guys. It was really fun.